Hey, this is Adam with ROAS Media, and today we're looking at a company, KCA Services, out of the San Antonio, Texas area. They're actually not based there, but they do service San Antonio. And we're looking at advertisers who are bidding on ductless keywords, so they're bidding on ductless HVAC and ductless heating and cooling in that area. So one thing I do want to compliment them on is their ad does match the keyword, and their landing page does match the ad they're running. So everything's ductless lined up. You'd be surprised about 80-85% of people, or contractors specifically, who are advertising are not matching up their ads with their keywords, with their landing pages. So kudos to them for doing that. So the keywords they're bidding on, these are pretty good keywords actually. I think this one has $50. Let's see. This one probably, ductless HVAC is $50 cost for conversion. Ductless heating and cooling is $20 cost for conversion. So we spent about, so we were looking at these 5 keywords, spent about $12.5 grand looking for these, or advertising for all types of keywords specifically, but total I think is about 170 grand for this set specifically, and 12.5 grand for these 5 keywords. So these were pretty well tested. These cost per conversions are pretty well tested. So the ones they're bidding on are pretty good. So keyword pruning isn't really necessary for them because they're not bidding on the expensive ones. So that's good there. First thing we recommend is make their actual page a landing page. You're going to double your conversions almost overnight by just getting rid of the header or the menu bar up here. So all this stuff right here, this stuff right here, if it doesn't, so this is pop up in something new. Yep. Okay. So I keep that and then get rid of all this. So you want everything to pop up either as a light box like this widget or something like that. And then you don't want any outbound links on the page. So nothing that takes away from your landing page. You can do this pretty simply if you don't want to build a specific landing page for each individual ad you're running. Typically, we like to do that, but if you don't want to, use Google Optimize, and you can take off the header and the footer based on where the traffic's coming from. So that's one way to get around building landing pages, individual landing pages for everything. Usually it's better to do that because you can get more targeted with the landing pages. You can use different, you can use the content in the ads on the landing pages if you do something like that. But if you want to get around it and don't have time to do all that, Google Optimizer is your best friend. So that'd be the first thing we'd recommend, is building landing pages specifically for the advertising you're running. The second thing is your Google homepage looks pretty good. 4.8 stars. Good. All this looks good. All this is about you, so that's good as well. You do have the Facebook Pixel installed. It is tracking things on the website. It doesn't have any data pushing to the Pixel, so you should be showing if someone clicked on my service request service button but did not submit, all that type of stuff, time on page, everything. You should be tracking stuff on Facebook. So updating the Pixel, so it's, because this looks like it's an old Pixel, the new Pixel kind of tracks everything automatically, or sort of. You have to set it up so it does, but out of the box it tries to, just doesn't do a good job. So you set it up to help you do that. So this looks like an old Pixel. Just reinstall the Pixel. They have the updated Pixel. It'll track microdata automatically, so it'll try to collect button clicks, time on page, all that type of stuff. So reinstall the Facebook Pixel for that. And then you are running Facebook ads. Your Facebook page is updated pretty frequently, which is a good thing. Usually once every 2 weeks. What you're doing looks like once a day. So that's a good thing. And then you're running Facebook ads, which is a good thing. It means you're actually going after, customers a lot, but you are not remarketing to people who've been to your ductless pages. So it looks like the same company. These actually look like they're standard ads for this company. But it looks like they're using a special, one of their templates that they have in their company. But they're not remarketing. So the big two things we give you is remarketing to drive down the cost per conversion, because you're taking people who've already seen your ads on Google, telling Facebook, I want to show these ads to this person, and you make them specific to what they've already seen. Helps you drive down the cost per conversion because you're getting a lot less expensive clicks on Facebook. You already know who you're targeting, and they're going to convert at a higher rate because they've already seen your ads, already interested in that product. So helps you drive down the cost per conversion overall because you're getting more conversions, less money. And a landing page built around your website. I felt like I was rambling a little bit, but hopefully you got some value out of it. The two things we'd recommend: building a landing page specific to the advertising you're doing. If you don't want to do that, use Google Optimize to personalize the experience based on where they came from. Anybody who comes from Google Ads should not see a header, should not see a footer, should not see outbound links on the page. You can do that with Google Optimize pretty quickly. Second thing I do is remarketing campaigns on Facebook specific to the advertising you're doing on Google. You want to remarket to them or retarget them so they can come back and request an estimate from you. Request service, getting into the weeds now. They're not really requesting our service, they're requesting an estimate, so it's not really congruent with what they're actually advertising, and help you boost your conversions if you just change around some of the wording. But, that's nitpicking at this point. I can't speak on keyword pruning. That's probably important. You're probably not doing that, but can't really speak on it because you are bidding on you probably are doing it because you're bidding on the top keywords for that area, for that specific service. So those two things, landing page and remarketing, hopefully that helps. Hopefully you make more money, and we'll talk to you soon.